Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel on analytics, machine learning, and AI. In this playlist, I will cover various aspects of Azure Data Factory, not only conceptually but also through hands on examples. Let's try to delve into the main components of Azure Data Factory. The primary components to build Data Factory projects are pipelines, activities, linked services, datasets, integration runtime, and triggers. Pipelines are units performing the data processing workloads. You can look at them as logical grouping of activities needed to process the data. A pipeline can have one or more activities. For example, we can have a pipeline consisting of a copy activity and a transform activity. You can chain your pipelines sequentially or in parallel to do more complex operations. For example, one team could have a pipeline to bring the data into a data lake, and another team could have a pipeline to process the data into different data marts. Activities are the fundamental steps performing specific actions within a pipeline. Each activity may either consume or produce a dataset. If we look at linked services, these are like connection strings that connect to our data sources. For example, we can have a connection string to an on-premise SQL server or to an Azure Blob storage. We can also have compute linked services where we could connect to Azure Databricks or other types of compute resources. Once we have established our connection to our data source, we select the data that we would like to work with from the data source. The representation of the data that we work with is called a dataset. For example, if we connect to a SQL database, the dataset could be a table within that database. If we look at integration runtime, it is kind of the bridge between activities and linked services. It provides the compute environment where the activity is either run directly or dispatched. You will see later that integration runtimes are specified within each linked service under connections. Finally, triggers are kind of like switches to execute a pipeline. Pipelines can either be manually executed or by using a trigger. When we define a trigger, we can specify when we would like to execute the pipeline, whether it should run once a week on Sunday night at 9 p.m., or we want to execute it every day at 9 p.m. Or if we want to execute it based on a specific event. For example, the pipeline is triggered when a new file arrives in a specific folder. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. We will cover a lot more in future videos. Please check the resources section below to see the links and resources available for this video. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it and don't forget to hit the like button.